Welcome back to the shop. Got something interesting from DHL today, or rather I got it from Mark Smith, and I gotta say, any day you get something delivered from Mark Smith, it's got a fairly good odds of being a good day. So let's have a look and see what we can find in here. Again, always keep a scalpel handy. Yep, that's a Pack-10 commercial or advertisement. This is not what this is. Some stickers, cool. Some small parts and more stickers. All right. Yep, that's it. So I of course know what this is, and you can see here it's the KV4P HT, which has been featured on many channels, and not least of which on the ham radio workbench. So this is basically, it's what you need to turn an Android phone into a VHF HT. It's a great deal of paperwork here, Mark. This is supposed to be almost completely soldered. The only thing that you need to do yourself, or is supposed to need to do yourself, is to attach the radio chip. I think that's called the SA818. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, this looks lovely. And it's got a USB-C on it. That's very nice. And this is the, of course, the radio chip. Let's see. Very well packed, as always. I'm not surprised. Yeah, this is the SA818 with VHF. So I need to figure out which way this goes and how to solder it on here. That's I heard on the ham radio workbench today that Mark got some complaints that it was difficult to solder because I might as well bring you in closer right away. Let's see if we can make this a little bit more visible. Okay, there we go. The thing is, this is, I think it's called castellated, when you have these small tabs on the side here, which is basically, it's the same as if you had holes for pins, but half of it has been cut away. So that means you can solder it to the board flush, and that's what we'll try to do today. So the task for today, let's see if we can, yeah, we can't zoom in any further, is to attach this module to this PCB, and as I remarked, that's there's not a large amount of overlap on the pads where I need to solder this, and if you can see here, it's pretty close to some of the RF components. These components along this path is of course the output low pass filtering, so I'd rather not destroy that. So yeah, this is going to be exciting. So stick around, we'll see if we can manage to make an HT. I'll start by putting some flux on all the pads. If this is still, yeah, it is. Ooh, it's a bit of a delayed action on this one. Let's see. Just a tiny amount on all the pads. Are you seeing this? Yeah, I think you are. That's just going to make it that much easier to solder. And this big pad, it's probably for heat. There's just no way I can solder that without using hot air or a hot plate. And I don't think I want to put this on a hot plate nor expose it to hot air. So we'll just have to hope that this will be close enough to transfer heat anyway. Or I'll have to limit how long I speak for. Knowing me, that's probably not going to happen. So a little bit of flux on all the pads, like so, and I will try and do the same thing here to maximize the chance of successfully getting this thing attached. Let's see, with one side. What's the other? Oh, this is not. Oh, come on! I think my eyesight is it's on the limit of what I can hope to achieve with my eyesight, even with glasses. We'll do our best. So we'll do that on here as well. We'll try and place it and see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't do myself any favors with putting all that flux on. Makes it even more difficult to see actually where everything is, but I think this is about where we want it. So let's see if we can manage to fasten one of these pads at least. I just need to make sure I have some sensible glasses on. Yeah, it's as sensible as I have. All right, let's see. Let's go for this one. Yeah, it's stuck in there pretty good, but not at the right angle. So we need to loosen that a little bit, see if this is any better. That looks workable. Yeah. So the fun begins. Let's see if we can manage to do the same for every single connection here. This is rough. To be fair, Mark said that he's now sold out all the first revisions of his board. I think this revision is called C, and he's put in an order for another production run, and he's made the pads bigger, which is probably a good idea, because yeah, you need some proper good eyesight to be able to do this. And of course, this is all right beneath that metal can as well, so there's very little in the way of clearance if you mess up and get a solder blob that connects to the metal can as well. Let's see what we can manage. Yeah. Let's see. How does this look? Can we get in focus? How about that way? Maybe some light as well. We'll have to measure it and see. They look like giant BGA balls. All right, we'll continue, see what happens. I think this is going to be the most difficult one. Two tiny surface mount resistors right above it. So let's see if we can manage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that under a microscope. This is not for my eyesight. So we'll just go through it and try and solder all of them. sure that took, honestly. That looks better. Next one. Yeah. Yeah, good. I'm gonna have to get the meter out and check for shorts towards the metal can before I put any power on this. And that means I have to get the data sheet for the SA818, because that can is probably connected to ground on that module. What's going on? Oh, come on. This soldering iron is annoying me already. It's the timeout is too short. Let's hope I can adjust that. I will have to consult a manual, I guess. It's not a particularly masculine thing to do, but I guess as a last resort, I will have to just deal with that. All right, and next up is you. Let's see. This looks all right. I'll have to get the microscope out to get some good pictures. But I think I did not break, at least as far as I can see, the small capacitor on the low pulse filter. So that's good. A few more to go. Yes, okay. I should probably say something while I do this. It's not really that much fun watching people soldering components, is there? Yeah, I have to say, I think Mark is right in redesigning this board and putting some bigger pads here, because I was listening to the podcast, actually both the previous one and the one I listened to today on my way to and from the Soda Summit, and he talked about this issue, and I figured, how difficult can that be? But it is. It is difficult. So let's see if we can get these connected as well. I don't think these are meant to be soldered. It doesn't look like it, because there is nothing conductive on the side of the PCB, so that would make them extremely difficult, just as the heat transfer pad beneath there. So we'll see what sort of connections we've managed to make. Oh, come on! That's not a short, but just to check that this is a short. Yeah, it is. Let's see. See if you can. That's an awful glare. I'll zoom out a little bit so I can move it. There we go. So once again, we'll start going around and look for shorts. That seems all right. That is extremely high. Go on. No short there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Come on, come on. That's right. Let's see. It's not a short. How about you? That seems to be a short, so that is hopefully a ground pin. Yep, let's hope. And, come on. Ah, come on! That too is hopefully a ground pin. All right. So this, okay, this is no good. All but one of the top ones are, seems to be connected to ground. So continue downwards on this side. Nothing. Nothing. Come on. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, that showed it, but I think I can see why that is. Let's see. Yeah, that looks all right, and that looks all right. And let's see if I can show you this one. If I need something to point with. It seems that this one is touching actually the case. A little bit too much shoulder there, so I'll try and remove that, see what happens. And same thing could of course be the case up here, or I'll just have to look at the datasheet for the module. Let's see, we have the datasheet here. These are not even numbered, so I'm guessing that's not important. And 10, 8, 9 and 10 I got ground. 8 is VCC, 9 and 10 is ground, and 11 is not connected. All right, let's have a look again. So this is this way. 8, 9, 10 and 11. So if number 8 is short, then that's really no good. Have to try that again. 0.6 ohms. 0.5 ohms. So I'm maybe hoping that that is supposed to be shorted, and luckily, being a world-class hoarder, I have of course some 818 modules already. These are DRA 818, but I think they're supposed to be compatible. And yeah, this is the VHF model. So we'll see what that thinks. At least these two are supposed to be. Can you see? No, you can't. Let me bring that back into view. So that's the ground pins, and number 11. That is that one. That's the one I have a problem with. Let's see. And that is, of course, same thing on this one. So with any sort of luck, that means I didn't F up putting this thing together. That's a relief. And if someone tells you that hoarding is a bad thing, you can refer to this video. This I could have been doing this all night, trying to get this disconnected, but it's supposed to be like that, which is excellent. That means this is probably done and should be able to be placed into an enclosure. Let me zoom out a little bit now. It's probably a bit more fun. Yeah. Let's see. I 3D printed this last night. It's Still a little bit of stringing in here. Let's see if this thing fits in. Well, there we go. You go in there. It does, but I'm I don't know why there is no rear cover, because I can't put this straight up against the phone, can I? Or maybe I can, who knows? Let's see, how do you turn this thing on? Yeah, turns on. It's something, I guess. And of course I have these nice little USB-C to USB-C connectors. Let me bring them in. Like so and like so. And the difference is that one of them has a charging port. So you can put a charger in even though you connect the VHF module to the phone. So now let's see what happens. I can't possibly put... I can't do this. I don't know what the idea of that is. So I guess we'll find out. I'll put some, maybe some double-sided tape or some Velcro or something, but the first thing I can do, I can remove a little bit of these, I think. Yep. At least I hope I can. And what we put between there now, just for testing? I wonder. I think we'll just use a regular USB-C cable. I'll test this without the enclosure. I think it's probably better. It's going to be faster to see where the smoke comes from when it's not in its enclosure. It's patience in a box. See what happens. Ah, we have it there. What happens now? Allow to record only while using the app. All right. I was expecting it to complain that I wasn't connected to the board, but hey, that's all right. We'll put in some cables. Make sure there are no solder blobs left, and see what happens. At least there's a small light that comes on. Power, it says. Yeah. Maybe it would be a good idea to put an antenna on. Okay, new firmware. Should we flash? No firmware installed. Okay, flash now. This usually takes about 30 seconds, it says. Can you see that screen? Yeah, I can see it better than me. Keep your phone and screen on, the app open, and don't unplug until the thing is done. And it's counting down. This seems to be a very nice app. Okay, so we're getting to 100%. Successfully updated firmware. That's good. And I'm now hearing static. How cool is that? So we will... How do we... 144.800. Alright, this should be APRS in these parts. So I might be... And it's working! That is just too cool! This video, long enough by a great big margin. So I will say thanks for sticking around. If you stuck around till the end, then please consider subscribing, because there's going to be a follow-up video showing... beautiful. Showing how this thing works. And we're going to test for spurious emissions, we're going to test sound quality, we're going to test a great many things. And not least of which, we're going to test my patience with having to use an Android phone. So, if you want to see any of that, you should subscribe so that you don't miss the update. I'd appreciate if you put a like on the video, and if you have any questions or comments, so you want to tell me what boneheaded mistakes I made, please do leave a comment. I'm always open to to learn from mine or other people's mistake. So, until next time, 7-3.